If I were in the right age to vote, there's one aspirant I always have the eyes on. It is presidential aspirant Leni Robredo. In terms of food insecurity, the Philippine history has surpassed 59 million Filipinos who are suffering from moderate to severe lack of consistent access to food. Some 62.1% of Filipino households also experienced moderate to severe food insecurity. In 2020, amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, it is more difficult to handle the situation because of the pandemic. Yet presidential aspirant Leni Robredo always makes sure people don't go hungry. On October 2021, Robredo expands feeding program to cover food security and poverty alleviation as this are linked to malnutrition and mental deficiencies among children aged 5 and below. Presidential aspirant Leni Robredo also said that the hunger and food security have always been one of the basic tasks of the office of the Vice President, which is why they are aiming for the program to become sustainable. My claim is that even before she became Vice President, she assured that one of her objectives was food security. Last 2015, she assured her support on National Land Use Act to boost food security amid the rapid conversion of agricultural land to commercial and housing projects. Robredo also mastered the land use policy and management. It is the process of regulating the use of land by a central authority. Governments use land planning to manage the development of land within her jurisdictions. In doing so, the governmental unit can plan for the needs of the community while safeguarding natural resources. Presidential aspirant Leni Robredo secure aid for the farmers whenever a disaster strikes, they are the most afflicted. After all, farmers are also the reason why we have food to eat. Every one of us has the right to vote for the one, but every person is also obligated to vote the right person, because it's not just about ourselves. The whole country depends on the people who choose to win this coming election. Many people believe in Leni Robredo, but others doesn't want to look on what's good on her and what is her capabilities. Robredo attained food security for the nation on November 2021 in Iloilo. She also initiated the Partnership Against Hunger and Poverty, a feeding program in Camarines Sur when she was a representative of the province 3rd District. The program became the basis of the National Food Security Bill. As well as Vice President, she launched Angat Buhay, a poverty alleviation program where food security and nutrition are one of its 6 key advocacy areas. As I see it, we must unify to find out how we are going to improve our country. We must find a way to destroy food insecurity, especially in our country because Filipinos are the most people who are starving and lack of food access. Food should be prioritized because it is the most important thing that people needs to have. Food security in this time of pandemic must keep going for we are humans that needed to survive. The responsibility of every one of us is to vote wisely. Voting only consumes you an hour, but we will win this election which will consume years of our lives. Since Philippines has a lot of food insecurity issues to conquer, we must find a way to win it as one. After all, we are all living in the same country.
However, even if it doesn't have the same presidential aspirant, we are not supposed to look down on each other. We have different preferences and different political beliefs. We shouldn't judge others just because they have different choices. Therefore, people in the country must unite but also in fairness to understand each other. In conclusion, food security is one of the most important things we should bring our attention to. We must provide time to think who's the most capable and will be the best president of the Philippines.